HarperCollins presents The Woodsmoke Women's Book of Spells by Rachel Greenlaw, read by Kristin Atherton. For all the Morgan women in our world, and for those still searching. Autumn, October. Chapter 1. Carrie. This is not a first-hand account, or even a second, or a third. This tale has been passed down and passed down, discussed around hearths, embellished and clipped, until I sat down to record it in the book. Tabitha Morgan, July 19th, 1929. I clutch the keys between my fingers. The cottage in front of me is quiet and watchful, small windows tucked into the folds of granite walls. I hesitate, taking a moment, feeling the edges of metal in my hand, the cold, damp air as I draw it down my throat, the light as it snatches at the October clouds above. I needed this moment. It's grown inside me like a nettle, this need, curling around me all these years, stinging me as I turned the other way. But now that the moment is here, I find it is full of ghosts. I turn the key in the lock and fumble with the handle, my fingers slipping over the worn iron, and push. The hinges protest, but the door gives with a low sigh. Inside, it's dark and cold, so much colder than the outside world. I feel the cool air twine around me like an arm, guiding me in, pulling me past the doorway. Perhaps it is Ivy, my grandmother, welcoming me back. I let my eyes adjust, finding the wide flagstones, the crooked staircase, and I step over the threshold. My boots clatter on the floor, echoing down the hallway as I move past the staircase. I run a hand over the wood, feel the smooth varnish, then the rough patches where time has worn it away. It's familiar in the way a dream is upon waking. I haven't been in this house in 10 years, and somehow it seems smaller, frailer than it did 10 years ago. Without the true owner of the place singing in her sweet, reedy voice as she potters around, the cottage holds an air of neglect, of being left too long in the dark, all forgotten. I shake off the cold, drawing my coat a little tighter across my chest, and take the doorway on the left into the front room. The fireplace is littered with the remains of a bird's nest, and a chair lies on its side, as though hastily tipped over. I reach out and right it, but a leg comes off in my hands. Oh, Ivy, I sigh, dropping it back on the floorboards. I don't bother trying the light switch. The electrics won't work. Cora, my great-aunt, said as much in her letter. In a rush, I move to the next room, to the kitchen spread across the back, circling the old farmhouse table and peering out of the back windows. And there they are, the giants that loom over me in every dream, every nightmare. The reason, perhaps, that I have been running for so long. The mountains. I lean over the sink, gazing up at them. The 3 peaks of the mountain range dwarf this cottage, full of secrets, full of stories and whispers and trails you should never wander from. Even now I can hear Cora's warnings, Ivy's old tales, the whisperings of the school playground, passed down and passed down. I dig my fingers into the ceramic edges of the sink and feel the first stirring of something. Something that perhaps I no longer want to run from. Home. I push away from the sink and cross back into the hallway. Then I climb the staircase, hoping with every tread that my boots don't crash straight through. The rooms upstairs are just as I remember. Peeling wallpaper, bare floorboards, the kind of rooms that hold so many memories, pressed like words into their walls. I trace the shape of a yellow flower on the wallpaper, and it bubbles up underneath my fingernail. Then I check the doorframe, feeling the notches, marking our heights as we grew into ourselves. The one
Sample complete. Ready to continue?